Hey y'all, it's me Tyler, the plant guy, and welcome to my garden. First off, we got the banana. It's a little wet, it just rained a whole bunch. I need to start trimming off these bottom ones that are dying back. And then got this big one actually back here that's still doing pretty good. That's a little pup down here. Then I'm thinking of cutting these couple ones off and just letting that one do pretty good and send out a couple more. And then I'm going to try repot those or like replant them somewhere else. That's just thinking out loud. This is getting pretty big. I'm not too sure when it's going to produce. I hope it does this season. But send out a new leaf pretty quick. It's loving the rain and the heat. And got on top of the pallet, these are like the little potted plants that I have. They're all doing pretty good. A little fig tree cutting. I've learned does not like the sun a bunch, so I've planted it under here. And it's actually starting to get this kind of mold, which I need to cut back. But, so, a bunch of the bottom leaves died off on there. But it's starting to grow back more. The tomatoes, I actually just harvested here, right over here. I just harvested all of those off of it. I have to pick them before they're fully red, otherwise the birds get to them, and you'd be surprised, those birds eat a lot of tomatoes. But those are doing pretty good. Clearing the fence yet again. The watermelon, forgot, this one over here, this big looping one, is an orange glow watermelon, and that one's a Charleston gray watermelon, so those are big ones. I'm going to let them take over pretty much this whole area. Those are some cuttings from the black cherries that I took. Up over there are the two indigo rose. They're just now starting to finally grow a little bit. My little, I think it's a chocolate cherry, something like that. It's not a black cherry. I mean, it is black in color, but I don't know what variety. Pretty sure it's chocolate cherry. That's doing good. The corn is finally starting to grow now that we've had a bunch of heat. All the herbs still doing pretty good. Basil starting to grow. Just planted that. All the mint is starting to send out new branches like crazy. The grapes are doing pretty good. I need to tie that middle one back to this middle line there so that I can just fill it in. That'll be nice though whenever those start producing, hopefully next year. All my beans are about to start flowering. They sent out those little, here, I'll come show you. These little pods right there, so the flowers before they flower. And so I can't wait for those. Hopefully in the next week or so, those will all be flowering. Then we got the jalapenos, which doing good. There's some nice ones. I'm waiting for them to turn red so I can do some jalapeno poppers. The what's it called? Sunflowers are doing pretty good. They're getting tall. Here, I gotta get back over here. Oh, there's the center. If it'll focus. No, it won't focus without me tapping on it. Sorry, y'all. Okay, there we go. The center of that, doing pretty good. It should start flowering pretty soon. Same as that and those ones. The other thing that I wanted to see was I'm actually getting some red strawberries finally, and they're sending out runners like crazy, which is good because I'm hoping to have this entire bed next year. Strawberries, which won't happen just by the runners, but I'll have to go and buy like 20 more plants to go and put along this side. And now it's not focusing again. That's doing good. I need to pick more banana peppers so I can go pickle them. The aloe, I need to find somewhere to plant that. It's doing pretty good. Little marigolds starting to flower. The little bell peppers, there's 3 right there. They aren't doing much at all. They really need more sun. My greenhouse, I took off all the panels except for that side, because I can't get to that side yet, but I'm going to clean it out and move it down about 4 feet that way, so that during the winter it will be in full sun, so it'll be easier to heat, that kind of stuff. So I moved the shelves out, and on the other side of the garden, way down there, and I actually found, in my greenhouse for some reason, the little yellow jackets, they love it. I found 2 nests underneath those shelves, or some of those shelves, I don't know which one it was, but they went and burrowed up inside of them, and decided to, whenever I moved it, go crazy and swarm around me, so I kind of got stung a couple of times. And then there's another nest in the heater, and another one under that table. And we got the little onions I've started to plant. They're coming up good. I need to replant. I think there's 10 or so that I need to replant in there. Oh, there's a bee right there. Then the cucumbers, I think the only one that's left are the lemon cucumbers, which are just taking over everything, which is awesome. I've gotten a couple off of there, and here's another big one. I picked the last 2, and I have found out they are actually lemon cucumbers. Oh, I can't even see it. There we go. They don't get that big, but they're really good. More banana peppers that I need to pick. I just picked 2 tomatoes off of here a minute ago before I started filming. I finally cut down all this grass around here and piled it on top over there so that it won't get muddy as easily. And then my lavender's flowering. I haven't really seen that many bees on there. I don't know what that is. I thought lavender was a bee attractor, but I guess not. Either way, it looks good and it smells good. So have another little chocolate cherry right there, and we'll go this way before I get to the other tomatoes. The watermelon, I finally got all the aphids off of it. I just sprayed some soap, and they died within the next 2 days or so. But then again, a bunch of the leaves died back with them, so which is good, I guess. It gives it more airflow, lets me see what's going on. They're starting to flower, actually. See that from back here. There's one, so I'll probably be getting a watermelon on that. There's some other female flowers there. I hope I'll get some watermelon. I just want at least one. I don't really care how many I get. My grass down here is finally starting to grow. There's a text message. Okay, back to the garden. We got marigolds here. I'm just waiting for those to kind of die, and so I can collect seeds so I can grow a whole ton of them next year. My plan is to actually go and sell these next year, because I forgot what type of marigold these were sold as. I just bought them from Walmart for the 20-cent seed pack, and they ended up getting about 2 feet tall. So it's like, good, people want some big tall marigolds. Okay, so to the tomatoes. This one, kind of hard, the sun's finally out. That's about 10 feet tall. I need to go up there and tie it back, and prune some suckers off, and then pick a whole bunch of tomatoes. And then we got the yellow pears. The yellow pears have definitely taken over now, over the sun gold tomatoes. Since the sun golds have all ripened up, the yellow pears have decided to ripen up now. So I have more of those than I know what to do with. So, if anyone knows some good recipes or anything, just post in the comments box below, please. We got some tomatoes over there I gotta pick. I think they're Tamji and the husk tomatoes, as well as some yellow pears that made it all the way over there. And the sun gold, the giant is finally dying. I'm gonna go take a bunch of cuttings from them. So I was gonna let them dry out so all the tomatoes would ripen. But now after this rain, and there's supposed to be another week of rain, then I'm not too sure about that. But I was gonna let all these dry out and die, except for the big tall one. I'm not letting that sucker die. That's my baby. Do that, and then I picked a big black crim off of this plant that had grown all the way across over to there. And we got the celery that's reaching about 4 feet tall. I need to go and cut it off, or I don't know, I'm just trying to collect seeds off of there. So either way, I need to do that. And yeah. Oh, one more thing. The Stars and Moon watermelon is doing pretty good. It's finally starting to vine out. I need to create a trellis for that so it can go. I'm going to try grow it on top of the shed, which is shining at the moment. But I need to do that, and then I was thinking using this wire. I'm not too sure. Might just use a pole or something and tie it back to there. So that was the garden tour and update. I think today's June 14th. It might be the 13th. I don't know. 14th sounds right. Either way, thank y'all for watching, and have a good day. Goodbye.